Starting with the request from SENIMA Investing to complete their program of high ticket sales. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to tell about myself and tell what I have learned. I'm Nishantha Delgoda, Chairman of Speed Group, age 53. I'm glad to be in this journey of learning, and I thank SENIMA for giving me different insights, different times of in my learning curve. My first business is the apparel accessory business, and I own an apparel accessory company called Sri Trims Far East Limited, established in Hong Kong and China. We manufacture apparel accessories and we supply B2B to world-renowned brands, clothing brands, as well as manufacturers. Thereafter, I established a company in Sri Lanka called Speed. Speed Water was my first brainchild when I came back to Sri Lanka from overseas. Speed Water is my company which I learned how to create a brand and develop a brand. After Speed Water, I also own Speed Motors, a company who deals in vehicles, imports previously, now as well as trades. Speed Land works on developing land in suburbs and in Colombo, developing and selling. Speed Credit is a company that I have started to empower women entrepreneurs to develop their business with my help of my Chinese operation in apparels and apparel related products. And so this is my few companies which I have grown in few years. I mean, of around 30 years. So as requested about my qualifications, of course I am very happy to understand that more than my qualification, my learning skill has become very vibrant during the last 5 years with SENIMA, as well as few changing concepts of how I should start learning and changing my mind. I hail an MBA from USA, and I have a Chartered Management Institute, a fellowship in ABE, and I'm also a chartered manager in UK. Of course, this education background helped me to start my career and do my business. But as I stated earlier, the changes that I got by learning investing and learning different skills, high ticket sales, actually has changed my life. So if you ask me how this high ticket sales program has affected my life, how I have used it, and what the learning things I have put into practice. First of all, I should say that I feel a very calm businessman from a very aggressive businessman. This high ticket sales and the PhD, the psychology of people and doing business with that opened up a new area of my life. During this area of my life, I found that striving hard, fighting hard, being in the business, struggling and fighting for day-to-day business is not the way, but also using psychology, using different tactics that we can change our business by working with different people, not only with the prospective clients, but also with employees whom that we need to use as tools to sometimes get things done or develop our business. Actually, I have to thank the ideas, the right along knowledge that I have got to use very calm but very thoughtful psychological aspects to turn business was great. I'm a person who started business with small tickets, many small tickets, many of buttons, many of bottles I used to sell. Of course, these were recurring businesses. These had a lot of operation, some B2B. In my main business in apparel was a B2B with B2B brands. The next business was water, it's a B2C. But this was recurring businesses which needed a lot of operational efforts, a lot of employee management, a lot of work involved. But with this program, I understood that high ticket sales, high business, high value items can be utilized for a larger business output. Not only in the high ticket items, but also in my business. How I could create high ticket products inside the business, high ticket based customers, and how psychologically understanding the client and to change with a very thoughtful pattern. So I would thought of giving some example. So once I started learning this process, I changed my real estate business, which was a suburb where I used to develop land in suburbs and sell to suburb middle class people. I changed my concept totally slowly, but I'm changing, and I change my concept to Colombo. So if you ask me to tell you some success stories of this, yes, I sold one land in Navala using this concept, using the HTC model, and I am buying few lands in Navala, Rajagiriya, Colombo 5, slowly lands, so that I could use this high ticket concept to sell them. As you know, I am also in the vehicle motor trade. I was very successful in selling one or two vehicles using exact psychological management without being trying to push the sale, but using those psychological. So I really enjoyed those processes. And also after this, with this program, I also started a new company, a very small company, which I am processing and proceeding with that company. I got an agency from China for a smart watch. I'm using this in my Bangladesh office. I have an apparel company in Bangladesh, Indonesia, Vietnam, Cambodia, Sri Lanka. So I'm using this smart watch first to initiate in Bangladesh, and I think I hope to utilize the exact high ticket sale method and train my people to work in this manner. So these are the three new business areas that I have developed after listening to this process. And if you ask me what are the practical areas of it, I'd like to explain that. So when I sold the land in Navala, I took it very personally. Normally I put an advertisement and I answer the my team will answer the phone, but I took it very personally. I worked with the clients myself because I had a passion now to have high ticket sales. I had so many objections coming, especially a objection selling in the land because there's a high bed of water in our area. The customer came on a lot of objections, and I followed so many directions that I was given to make sure that the customer's objections are put back to him, and also handle the objections in a manner to each time take control to ourselves. I think that way of working in getting control back to us was great. Thank you for that. The secondly, I believe that I never saw the gem personality or the personality of a person while I was selling. So I sold a C200 about few days ago. I again use understanding the personality of a person answered in the call. I really enjoyed. I had to study the full specs of the car because that person was, I think, an emerald personality. He was going into detail of the specs of the car, and I slowly managed to show the specs of the car, and that knowing the detail of the car and being a detail person, I handled him very correctly so that he was convinced in buying the car. So these are two things that I learned from the process. I was simply thinking that sales is a direct sales. I totally came out of the sales mentality of selling, but handling people and their psychological levels. So that is one of the main thing that I learned, and the main thing that I got from this program was to be calm, and I have become a very calm person now, and thinking of selling something nice, something very valuable, giving a valued product to people, but making a system, maybe making everyone in my company high ticket salesman, or some method I'm seeking. As I have 100% admitted myself that selling is not about the product or the service, but about how you solve a pain of a person and what areas that you have to solve that pain before taking money from his pocket to my pocket. We don't have to strive too much, but we understand the psychology of the person. So I actually went one thing above this, and I also started selling to my own team, own staff. Sometimes sold my staff my concepts and how I want certain new businesses. Actually that worked without handling, sold the concepts that I had to different staff. It's also started working. So finally I want to say that in my life, I think I slowly need to slow down a little bit, but also I want in the limelight of the life, family, and the relationship, the friends, and everyone also, I think, can be handled in the way that the businesses handle. Those are also things may give us better insight for our life. So I thought also joining the other classes of love or something related to that to see how I can do. Thank you very much for giving this opportunity. Have a good day.